everyone, I'm Candace, aka Geeky Candy, and this is my first video on this new channel, Park Hopping with Geeks and Gamers. And real quick, just had to mention, my mouth is blue, and that's because I had a piece of my kid's cake right before I decided to film this. The more you know. Yeah. Some of you guys might not know this already about me, but I am a theme park junkie. I have adrenaline rushes. I follow theme park news like nobody's business. I follow lots of people who go to theme parks daily, watch their videos, get to see what construction's new. I mostly keep up with things around Orlando because I used to be a Florida resident and I still have my Florida resident pass. I still have my license because hey, you get that great discount at all the parks with the season passes if you're a Florida resident. So yes, I am legit. I may not be living in Florida, but I still go there enough times a year to make it worth a season pass. So anyway, my favorite park there is Universal Studios, and so I have been following the development of Universal Studios Epic Universe construction in all of their locations. This is a worldwide project expansion that Universal's doing with the first one being in Japan. That is supposed to finish its construction and be able to be open to the public by this summer. They're hoping to have it done before the Summer Olympics. So this is the newest article, and this is a really in-depth article. It covers a lot of really great new stuff, so this is definitely one to check out. It comes from Orlando Weekly. And it says that Orlando's upcoming Epic Universe theme park won't open until 2023, but we're starting to learn a lot more about what the park's going to offer. The park will be the most expensive Universal has ever built, with a price tag expected to go well north of $6 billion. Speaking to Orlando Weekly, Stella explained Epic Universe will be unlike anything previously seen in Central Florida. It's expected to have a level of detail similar to that of Tokyo Disney Sea, which is viewed as one of the most beautiful theme parks ever built. Universal's Epic Universe has the possibility of being the most beautiful theme park in Central Florida. We already know Universal's designing to be the most immersive park in Orlando, but I believe the architecture and design may be on par with what we see in parks overseas. Universal's paying attention to every little detail, taking what they were able to accomplish with Islands of Adventure in 1999 to the next level. And just to recap, they did Islands of Adventure in 1999, 10 to 15 years later they did Volcano Bay, and that one is awesome too. So they are currently, there's already 3 parks for Universal. It's gonna be like the 4th in the Orlando area. So this thing is massive. It's crazy. We already have confirmation of at least 9 rides with Epic Universe. That's as many as both Epcot and Disney Hollywood Studios. It's one more than Animal Kingdom. And even more rides are expected to be confirmed in the coming weeks as more public documents are published. Using a hub and spoke model similar to the Magic Kingdom, Epic Universe will have 4 fully immersive lands, along with a large center that will house its own attractions, dining venues, and retail. In concept art shared by NBC Universal, a dueling roller coaster similar to the now closed Dueling Dragons can be seen in the hub area. Both the hub area and the Wizard World and I think the Dueling Dragons was what was where now Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure over it. So it hasn't been there a while, but now it looks like they're bringing back that concept again. Permits have been filed for several of the park's lands so far, but we have not yet had a chance to examine the site plans for the central hub. This massive area will be larger than the 2 of the theme lands combined. It's huge. It will feature many full-service and quick-service restaurants, gorgeous park spaces, fountains and sculptures, and even a ride or two, including a massive space-themed racing roller coaster. Space-themed racing roller coaster. Sounds like they are really getting competitive with Disney, because all I can think about is Space Mountain. All three of the lands will, with permits published thus far, show at least 1 restaurant each and 1 multiple buildings we can assume are gift shops. Considering how each land only has 1 way in and out, all guests need to pass through the hub area to move between portals into the other lands. So that makes it really similar to, I guess, like City Walk, where everyone kind of goes through security there, and then you have that really wonderful area with gift shops and things where then you can disperse into either Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios. So that means the hub must not only be large, but also cater to the needs of heavy guest traffic. So kind of take a look at that picture. Looks really cool. How to Train Your Dragon area of Epic Universe. The assumed flying theater ride can be seen in the middle of the image. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah. So in the lower right section of the park appears to be How to Train Your Dragon themed area. They show 3 outdoor rides, a kids play area, what is believed to be an indoor ride, and a theater. The first outdoor ride is a splash battle ride likely made by Mack Rides and nearly identical to the one found at Legoland, Florida. These rides both have boat riders and they have both boat riders and guests on the shore battling each other with water guns while the boat slowly moves around a lagoon. Nearby is what looks to be a Gerstlauer Skyfly. So it's kind of a picture of one. You can kind of see what it will look like there. So far, this is the only carnival-style traditional flat ride confirmed for the park. The Skyfly has 12 riders at a time strapped to the end of a long arm, and then it spins. So as a roller coaster with 3 small indoor section wraps around half of the area. The concept art, the buildings this coaster rides through are mountain themed, helping to block the racing coaster found in the hub. An indoor attraction, likely a flying theater that's a mix between Soarin' and Pandora's Flight of Passage, which also amazing ride. That's a fantastic ride. Has a long outdoor queue linking up to it. An express queue is also seen outside of this attraction. It's thought that this attraction will use a new flying theater concept that Universal previously patented. And you can see pictures of those patents. If you click on this article, you can click on and kind of go off. There's lots of really great design patents out there that have been recently filed by Universal for Epic Universe rides. And you can get a really good scoop on what each ride's going to have in it, all the new technology they've put into these rides by checking out those patents. The land also features a counter service restaurant, likely gift shops, a possible theater for live action stage show, and smaller building with a short outdoor queue, likely for meet and greet area. A play area is confirmed in the permits with water, rock work, and a forest-like ambiance expected in this kid-friendly land. So, and now we're going to talk about the Super Nintendo World. It's going to have the Mario Kart Dark Ride, which lots of patents for that one have been filed. It's pretty crazy, the technology going this possible VR as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing the first POV ride in Japan for that one. It's in the works for other 3 Universal parks around the world. The upcoming Universal Studios Beijing will not have Super Mario World when it opens next year. But Japan will. The Yoshi-themed family-friendly park will have both indoor and outdoor section, very similar to Splash Mountain. And just going to talk briefly about that. The Yoshi ride is going to be this huge mountain that you kind of weave in and out on basically like a bunch of all the different colored Yoshis. Very cute. You basically ride them and you can get a good idea of what the whole land looks like by taking it up the coaster and back down, or up the kind of like a train kind of thing. Like it's not really a coaster. It's more like just a kiddie ride, kind of fun. Let's see here. Move down just a little bit more. Moving on, behind the Mushroom Kingdom sits a second subsection of the land themed to Donkey Kong. I love Donkey Kong, a big fan. The DK Donkey Kong rap in the beginning of the game. Oh man, brings back the memories. The Donkey Kong roller coaster attraction will be in this area despite it not appearing on the public documents that Cell received. Now, this one, I believe, is supposed to be like the mine cart level, like the mining cart level that we had in Donkey Kong Country. I don't know if you guys remember, or Donkey Kong 64. There was those awesome levels where you would be on the mine carts and you would like have to just, it was like a roller coaster in of itself. And I think they're going to be bringing that particular concept to life in the Donkey Kong world. And then we talk about these are going to be very immersive bracelets that we get to wear in the parks that you can actually play games and do things throughout the park. I'd say it's most similar maybe to like the interactive wands that you have with Harry Potter world. But the difference is that there's going to be a coordinating app with these that can show you like real time playing games with other guests in the park, which is pretty gnarly. I think that's pretty cool. And you can like level up and do different things too in it. So very immersive with the Super Nintendo World wristbands. that they have there. So as with the Super Nintendo World, yes, it's a mix between the Tapu Tapu bracelets used at Volcano Bay and the interactive wands found in the Wizard World areas. So that'll be kind of fun. And this is like a nice little concept art picture again of the Super Nintendo World. It's pretty fun. The final land is in the upper left corner of the park, believed to be themed to Universal's classic monsters. This land might come to a surprise to many. Now, classic monsters are like the Mummy, Frankenstein, all that. And it's not too much of a surprise if you are familiar with the success, the very large success that Hollywood Horror Nights has with Universal. There's a cult following for the classic monsters, and they've had some attractions in Universal Studios devoted to that for a long time, and they're still successful to this day. So to get rid of them would be a bad choice, and so they're expanding on that concept, which I think is great. And it's something that I think a lot of the older people in the families would enjoy as well. And one thing again, Universal is striving to make this a family-friendly experience, not just something devoted just to the kids, which a lot of times Disney sort of really highly markets their concepts towards just the younger audience. Universal's trying to bring everybody in, and that's a huge difference between the two parks. If you've got a lot of different age groups in your family, Universal might be better catering them because of that big difference. So it's not often that a parkland is themed to a film franchise that's nearly a century old, but over the years, the Universal monsters have proven that despite their age, they are still relevant. So everyone knows Frankenstein's monster is green with bolts in his neck, and we have Universal Studios to thank for that. I mean, so it just talks more about the history with the Universal classic monsters and why they're keeping them around. So anyway, it goes into a little bit more information, but I just wanted to share basically the new lands and the different coasters they're going to have, and it's pretty crazy. The expansion Orlando is getting, the largest, I believe, out of all of the Universals around the world. So 2023 is going to be a fun year to go visit Orlando and check this new portion of Universal out. And I will say the one thing I'm interested to seeing is how they're going to be doing, if they're going to be doing any kind of connected ride share kind of something to connect the parks, because this is a little bit of a distance away from the other park. And so it'll be interesting to see if they're going to have anything connecting it like they did between the parks with the like the Hogwarts train, the train. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious. So anyway, you guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you're a theme park junkie like me, leave a note down in the comments and let me know what you're most looking forward to with this theme park expansion. For me, it's got to be I'm kind of torn between Mario and Donkey Kong. I love both of them, and I just hope that when I walk through Donkey Kong, that part of the world, I can just hear the soundtrack from Donkey Kong 64. I would die. I would love that. I would love to go to Cranky's shop or whatever. That'd be so much fun. Anyway, you guys, y'all have a lovely day, and I look forward to bringing you guys some more Park Hoppin' news in the near future. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.